So there is a over 20-second delay, and like everyone else, I forgot to mute my YouTube. I was watching Carrie Holzman earlier. Oh look, we have our first call in of the night. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. I'm here, and I'm on Zoom, and I'm on YouTube. I just announced you guys as the first caller of the night. That's what I should do. I should do a call-in show. But I may restart this. It's a 20. There was at least a 20-second delay when I started it before anything ever showed up. Horrible. I don't know if that's because it's Friday night at 9:23 at night or what, but it was just absolutely horrible. So there's our first person in. So caller, who do we think's waiting to join the Zoom room?
This me.
So I'll go ahead and let Alex in. Darren says hi in the chat room. Hi, Darren.
Oh, you're on Zoom now?
I just started the stream, yes. Oh, I need to fix my hair. Doggone it. Wow, look at that. The phone picks up these little quirly things here, but the Zoom don't pick it up. So, cameras, I tell you. No, I have Alex's little picture there. I don't have Alex. Did he leave?
I'm here. I'm on Zoom.
Oh, you're on Zoom. All right. I'm going to get off of the YouTube and go back over. I'm going to get off of the. Yeah, you guys will figure it out. See you in a minute. Bye. There's Jeff coming in. Greg, I am early, and I did finish the movie today. Kind of had the twist that I thought it was going to have, but I thought it might end a little differently. But it was a good movie. I did like it. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
You got the night to yourself?
Yeah, I gotta run downstairs in a minute and grab my sandwich. I was just up here doing some computer stuff after going out and spending all my money.
Were you able to get the airline thing resolved?
No.
Oh. Does that mean you're driving?
Maybe. I can cancel the tickets up to 10 minutes before the flight.
So you still got time to maybe get it worked
But
out.
I went out today and extended the stay at the vet for the dog.
Oh, okay.
And bought 4 new truck tires, so now I'm broke.
Oh, my goodness.
Tomorrow I have to go get an oil change and a cooling system flush and a transmission service. So I'll be holding my tin cup every night during the Zoom meeting.
Oh, the Joshy call count is a little low for today.
The Joshy call count.
Only 6.
Well, and I haven't mailed Josh's disc yet. I'll probably get that done tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you've got other things on your mind.
Yeah, I think you got
Well, I'm a little nervous about some things. The funeral home in Oklahoma called me today, where I ordered the vaults for the urns from, and they said, "We're pretty sure we're going to have your vaults by the end of the month."
Oh.
And then they said, if they don't come from where we ordered them, we have a backup. Doesn't
Oh.
give me a good warm fuzzy feeling.
No, I would think not.
So, anyway, we'll see.
Sound like you're having a Monday on a Friday.
Yeah, so. Anyway, just trying to plug ahead with everything. The kids stayed an extra night last night, so that's okay. I enjoy having them. So.
Yeah, I was going to say it. That probably is a good thing. I'm just writing some things down before I forget
Hey,
it.
Chris, you back home?
Yep.
All right. Good to be home, I expect.
Yep.
Yeah, Darren's here.
Yeah.
Is he awake or does he have a bot that starts up his Zoom book?
No, he's awake.
All right, good to see you.
He is actually awake. Give me 1 second. I mean, I never did leave, but I was doing some
Are you
things.
going to restart the stream? Or?
I don't know. I'm going to wait and see what the delay does. It was horrible a while ago. See, right now, that was less than 3 seconds. It switched from one to the other. Let me test it this way. This is my other way of testing it. I put my hand. There we go. No, maybe it was just catching up. I don't know. Seems pretty good right now. Here, let's test it out. So somebody start counting when I say start counting. Ready, set, count.
1, 2,
2 seconds.
3.
2 seconds it changed. So go ahead and start counting again right now.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
I've never seen it that good, to be honest. That is really good. So did Greg join us? Oh, there he is. Hey, Greg.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
I don't know if you heard me or not, but I did finish the movie today.
Yeah.
Kind of suspected it to be a little different. I knew she was alive. I'll just say that, but I thought it was gonna have a different plot twist.
What movie? You making a movie or watching a movie?
Mrs. K been talking to you?
No, but I'll give me her number. I'll be happy to.
It's the movie was called Last Seen Alive. Good movie. I liked it. And I watched the first episode of Night Sky last night, that new series on Amazon Prime. It's rather slow. I'll give it one more episode, and unless it picks up, I won't watch many more.
I hadn't even heard of that one.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's got the guy.
Hell, I hardly have Amazon regular, let alone Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's got J.K. Simmons in it. He's a pretty good actor. He's been in a lot of things.
Well, I'm going to do like Greg and go back into the background for a minute and go get my sandwich.
Max says hello.
Well, Max. Hey, Max. Max. What is with you guys as animals? They don't listen to me. Oh, wait. My own wife doesn't listen to me. Never mind.
Better be careful with that comparison.
Yeah, this will be the one stream she's... Oh, you think I'm a dog, do you? Oh, I'll wait till you get back. You're not going to believe what she said tonight.
Be right back.
It was hot today.
I was out a grand total of twice. I took her to work and I took her dinner. Other than that, I have not done anything. I watered the plants when I got home, but I was under strict orders to do that.
I got one better for you. Ken. I haven't been out since Wednesday night when we went to church.
I did stop by that golf course on the way home. We are 82 right now. See, tomorrow's going to be 8. I may play golf tomorrow. 80, 81 over the weekend.
97 here today.
Chew!
One day next week it'll be 101 degrees is the high.
Yeah.
Well, our weather for next week is Monday 90, Tuesday 96, Wednesday 95 with a 50% chance of storms, Thursday 92, Friday 94, Saturday 95, and Sunday 93. That's not good. Not good at all.
It'll be hot and it'll be hot and sunny than thundering and lightning and raining and carrying on.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Threatening to cut the power off because when I have people bringing me stuff, that's the last thing I want to do is try to work on anything.
Sure.
Like that.
Sure.
Thundering and lightning and
So did Greg miss Carrie today?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, I knew you did, Alex. You don't watch him live very often. I seen Darren there. I seen Jeff there.
Run today. And I weed whacked, watered everything. And about an hour and a half ago, I was sitting outside, grabbed my weed whacker, and went weed whack behind behind my fence, my neighbor's fence, and the other neighbor's fence.
Yeah, my neighbor fixed the fence finally today, which is good. I talked to him once about it, and he said he was looking into it, and I thought I'd let it go. And the other day when I was mowing, I had to literally hold the fence with one hand to push the mower past it. 'Cause it was that falling over that far, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to hear him tell me he got it fixed, and then now I got to get with my other neighbor.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Where's the Relics monster?
If you're referring to Joshy, I don't know. He's not here yet.
No, I said Relics monster.
Oh, Alex is here.
I'm here.
Alex is the first one in every day.
I got him one time.
Here we go with controversy. Yeah, you did. You're right. You did get him one time. I could be mean and start it early on Wednesday, and he wouldn't even be here. But that'd be mean.
I know you're talking about me. So.
Well, you're the only Alex in the Zoom chat. Who else would we be talking about? That's almost as good as when Lorna asked me tonight if I was talking to her. I said, no, I'm talking to the other nurse in the room. And then Chris said something about the other nurse, which was good, by the way. It was pretty funny. Oh, he changed his name.
Hey, Tim, I was picking on you and Alex tonight.
Well, that's fine. Pick on me all you want. What were you picking on me and Alex about?
Natasha, then your Josh shouldn't be too far behind.
Well, Josh is joining now. But I want to hear what Natasha was picking on you and I about.
I said, hey, Tim and Alex, if you guys are in chat, go ahead and say something. 'Cause Josh put
Something.
Me on,
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Something.
Josh put me on YouTube. It didn't take.
Did you do a stream today?
Yeah.
I'll have to go check it out.
Too bad it didn't take the recording.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, I accidentally did a stream today when I need to do a recording and then upload it.
It looked pretty good, Alex. I think I was there. BH Ring was there. So I think, was Jeff there? I know somebody else was there. Darren.
I didn't even have YouTube open when I hit. All I did was I accidentally hit start streaming and stuff for recording in OBS, and it took the last. That's the reason why I had the funky title because and thumbnail like it did because I didn't.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the title. When I seen it, I'm like, is he replaying? I thought maybe you were just doing a rewind or something.
From the last time I did was.
Right. Okay.
So is it still out there, Alex?
It's still up there, but I renamed it and changed the thumbnail.
All right, well, I'll go look at it later.
You did?
It's called how to schedule backup with Mac and Reflect.
Oh, Ken, I called the manufacturer of my sprayer, and my sprayer that I bought from Lowe's, oh, we don't supply parts for that basic sprayer.
John Alloy. Good evening, John. Good to see you. They don't supply parts to something they sell through another wow.
Lowe's, Walmart, everywhere. Amazon.
Yes, John. TGIF. You can say that over and over again, and it's not going to get old on this day.
Every day's a Friday for me.
Well, I have a dilemma that I've got to figure out what I want to do. I roughly have about 10 hours to figure this out. as you all know, my brother's invited me to play cards tomorrow night. My youngest son is going to play, and about 10 other people that I know about. I'm debating on how I can do this because I don't want my live stream streak to end due to me playing cards, but then again, I don't want to be live streaming while I'm playing cards because some of them old people will get frustrated.
Well, just get you a GoPro or something and film it.
They would accuse me of cheating, but if I did that, I have a better chance of.
Something you can make some money at.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kashi, let's play some charade.
Yeah, somebody left. Nope, Josh left. Why'd Josh leave?
I heard Joshy, let's play something and
Charades.
Yeah, I heard something too, and then he was gone. Maybe his connection. Yeah, Jeff, to answer your question, it will be. Do what?
Well, you playing poker?
Yep, Texas Hold'em.
All right.
The total purse will be $420, and he'll probably pay $300 to first and $120 to second. And then if more people join and the purse goes up, he'll split it up to first, second, and third. And then there's rebuys. So people.
Yeah, that's kind of pricey for me. We had a group out here. We used to play a lot before the pandemic.
Yep, that's.
Yes, we'd usually buy in for either 10 or 20 bucks a piece. And we had rebuys.
Yep.
But you could, and to make it more interesting, if you paid in $10, you got $20 worth of chips.
Right. Yeah, he does that
And
occasionally.
then on the end, you have it, of course.
he's coming back. He accidentally bumped the power cord and unplugged the power cord from the computer.
He might want to double check that power cord then, because if he bumped it and it went out, man, we're losing people left and right. I bet Chris left because of the storm. Anyway, he pays high hand. I could have won it before, but I never bought into it. I probably won't buy into it tomorrow. The last time I played, I had second place all but wrapped up. I mean, there was no...
Hey, Tim, I bet I can beat you and screw your neighbor.
You can beat me at what?
Screw your neighbor.
Well, I don't have any clue what that is, so you're probably right.
You play with regular deck of cards, but you have 3 pennies, and when you lose all 3 pennies, then I screw you.
Yeah, we didn't have the first and second or whatever. We just played, and whatever you ended up with, you ended up with.
Yeah. Yeah, I had second all but wrapped up. My brother had very little chips left. The guy that's coming in from Hawaii to play, he had very little chips left. And I had a good hand, and I went all in against the chip leader, who hit his hand well because he had a damn straight, and I did not see the straight.
There he is.
So,
Yeah, after that we went to plug in the unit, and after that we plugged knocked the cord out of the wall plug, the plug.
Do the hearing aids work? Do the hearing aids work?
No, not right now because they're completely dead.
I was plugging in all
Oh, goody, we can say stuff about them and they won't hear us.
And then after that, I have the webcam unplugged. So when I got on over, I wondered why the webcam wasn't working, and it wasn't plugged in. How did I know that? The vocal panel kept coming up.
Yeah, and plus, if you won't have a microphone or a camera if the webcam's not plugged in.
Yeah.
yep, that's true. So, John Alloy, what are you doing on a Friday night? I'm guessing maybe just taking it easy. I'd like to get John in on Zoom one of these days, as I would Tony Wallow. I'd like to get him in, even if it's briefly. Wintermute and Kenny Witten. I'll go for a day when we're going to shoot to get 20. What is this? 369. So it's in threes. So 6 threes would be 18. Yeah, 18 people would be good. Be interesting to manage 18 people.
So my sister bought a house, like I was telling y'all yesterday, and the kids are coming over tomorrow. And I think I've heard that we maybe one of the grandkids' birthdays is this month in June. So I think I've heard talk about cake and all that. So I think we might be celebrating his birthday tomorrow.
What day is that? I'll check my calendar.
Tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to celebrate the birthday tomorrow?
That's what I've heard.
Okay, so I'll pick her up at 6. It's a 7-hour drive, so 6 to 6 is noon. I could be there about 1:30. No comment?
Well, if you want to come all that way or take an ice cream, I suppose you could.
There's Tony Wallow. And John says, just like I said, taking it easy.
I was talking to Matthew earlier, and I put your link in the chat room earlier when I was on with him, and someone got you up to 140.
Yep. I seen that. I seen I was back to 140. I was at 143, which is the highest I've ever been. And I figure either YouTube figured out or maybe Sean went in and removed it. I don't know.
I thought you thought on me there for a minute, Josh. I thought you all of a sudden got me up.
Good Lord. You're sneaking up on 1,000 views.
I have not checked. Let me go check.
We're on 938.
So I've picked up 2 since the start of the stream then. So speaking of that, Lorna said the next time we do that, which will be a week from tonight, she's actually going to do a bilingual broadcast. She's going to do it in her language and in English. And she said the reason that people are watching it is because, and I quote, it's the sexy Asian voice.
Hey, you never know.
You know, I don't know why it's got so many views. I feel very humbled to have that many views, very honored to have that many views. I honestly would like to see it hit 1,000. Now watch, it'll get 999 and stop. the YouTube gobs will go, nope, not today. We were doing some preliminary playing around with figures tonight at dinner, just for fun. And right now, believe it or not, if I were eligible to make money, I'd be making a pretty good chunk of change right now. A lot more better than I thought. I forget how many total videos I have.
A lot more better.
A lot more better, that's right. That's Ken Stout live speak right there. A lot more better. That's like Robert and some of the things he says.
703 the last time I saw it.
Alex, anymore.
A lot more better. I've got 70 uploads, and I have 700. I have 775 total videos right now. Maybe I better end my streak. Man, that's a lot.
YouTube's gonna start charging you for all those.
I know when you should
Probably.
I know when you should end it. When you hit 1,000 videos.
When I hit 1,000 videos, I should end my live stream.
1,000, but that's uploads and live streams combined.
Well, I can control that. I just won't do any uploads, so that gives me a 225 days to go, and I think I'm on my 236th day. I think.
Why would you end it? You don't keep it on.
What's the day? The 17th.
Yeah, all day until midnight.
This is my 236th straight broadcast that I know of. I think it's longer, but I got tired of trying to figure it out, so I just went with the day that I could get concreted. So if I have 225 days to go, Somebody figure out real quick what day that would be on next year.
Hell, I know. You figure it out.
Thursday.
Saturday, January 28th, 2023. If I take Alex's advice. I'll keep that in mind. And then I'll start over. See how long it takes me to do another 1,000 videos.
You just keep going.
It will come to an end at some point in time. I mean, it has to, you know.
Rick commented on my screen from earlier today,
Good.
which I wasn't expecting.
I like looking at some of these videos that have 300 and 400 comments on them. Of course, that's a lot of DaVinci Resolve and OBS stuff too.
I was thinking about getting some video editing software or something.
I thought you had DaVinci Resolve already.
I do, but I was thinking I was getting paid for software.
You can pay for DaVinci Resolve.
But I probably won't.
What were you leaning toward getting?
Power Director 20.
Never heard of it.
It's what Kerry uses.
A Cyberlink. Can you heard of Cyberlink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Power Director.
Way back in the Vista days, HP used to put Cyberlink DVD software with their pre-built computers.
Well, it's cheap, $139.99.
Alex, Windows 7 had it too, all HPs.
Yes.
You have a basic free version of Power Director.
You can get Power Director 20 Ultimate or Ultra or whatever they call it on Amazon for like $111 or like $111 or something.
Hey,
Really?
hey, and Dale will send you a disc for it. I don't think it was pre-installed, but they would send a disc along with the computer.
Yeah, I used to use it all the time when
So here we go. Cyberlink Power Director 20 Ultimate, easy to use video editing software with thousands of visual effects. Slideshow maker, screen recorder is a DVD-ROM for $111.99 and it's on sale from $139.99 through Sunday. Or no, that's for delivery through Sunday. That's not bad. I might download the free version and mess around with it just to see what it's like.
it's a lot cheaper than DaVinci Resolve.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And we got a guest.
What Kerry uses, but he don't do much video editing anymore because he don't do much recorded videos. All his videos are live.
You get stuff all over.
So we have a guest. Who's the guest?
With Josh.
Josh's aunt.
Oh, Aunt Mary. Hi, Aunt Mary.
Hey, good evening.
How are you guys?
We are good. How are you? And Josh is back to eating on camera.
Oh yeah, I know.
You want to call him the wild man of Pittsburgh.
That's going to be his second channel. Watch Joshy eat.
Did he comb his hair?
He just needs to do reviews.
I don't know. Did you comb your hair, Josh?
What that?
No.
Did you comb your hair?
No.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to Aunt Mary. Can you leave the room a minute? I got to have a private talk with her.
Take care.
All right. Thanks. Have a good evening. Thank you.
I knew that before you even said it, that you didn't comb your hair.
Josh,
Yeah.
when's your aunt having her medical procedure?
Monday, I believe.
It got moved up Monday.
Oh, this coming Monday?
Okay, well,
Wow.
everybody say a prayer for good
Yep. Yep.
outcome. So you tell your aunt we're all thinking of her.
So here's a DaVinci Resolve 17 keyboard cover. Oh, that's just a cover for $30 for Mac.
Yeah, DaVinci Resolve has a whole bunch of stuff they'll sell you.
I
A
know.
lot of it, equipment of different sorts.
Yeah, Darren and I were looking at something the other day, and I'm still kind of leaning toward that, where you can buy. Oh, they upped the price. Oh, wow, they went $100 more. It was $295, and you got DaVinci Resolve 17 plus the Speed Editor, and then since once you buy it, you get free upgrades. I really don't want another piece of equipment on my desk to learn.
Now, how much is it if you just buy the
$290,
software with long-term upgrades or whatever?
$295.
$295.
Yeah, well, right now it's on sale for $294.95, so they've taken a whopping $4.05 off, or no, a nickel off. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh boy, there you go. Oh, that's Studio 17 too. Hold on now, doggone it.
And of course, I think Power Director 20 Ultra that I was looking at is the last perpetual version, because anything after this will be what they call Power Director 365, the subscription version.
So, if
Every software is going to that.
Now they're advertising DaVinci Resolve 18 on their website.
yeah, on Blackmagic.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm seeing if I can get it through Amazon.
Now, is that the latest one? Is it still in beta?
Last I heard, it was still in beta. I haven't heard anything otherwise. If I do buy it, I'm gonna wait until it's not in the beta.
That Resolve something that you can buy off Amazon.
No, I don't think so.
You can, yes, you can.
Who is looking to buy it?
In.
You can buy Power Director also off Amazon.
Yep, you probably can get them all off of. Let me see if I can get this one here. You can get Adobe Photoshop. You can get, what is it, Wondershare, Filmora.
If I got a check with $200, what I can do is I can put it on a Amazon gift card and you can use it to buy it if you want it.
No, that's okay, Josh. I appreciate the offer, but that's fine. But I do appreciate the offer. Thank you.
Ken, what's this Speed Editor bundle thing?
The what?
Speed Editor bundle.
Oh, are you looking on Amazon or are you looking on Blackmagic?
Amazon.
Okay. Let me catch up with you.
Blackmagic, they designed DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor bundle with DaVinci Resolve 17 for $395.
Right. Okay.
One specific piece of software that you cannot buy on Amazon, and I've looked up and down for it, is anything that has to do with remote support, remote assistance. They don't seem to have any of that software that you can buy licenses for on Amazon.
Does that surprise you?
A little bit, but
That
not
looks
really.
like a keyboard thing of some type.
So you're talking about this little gizmo right here, Blackmagic Design Resolve Speed Editor?
Yeah, Speed Editor bundle with DaVinci.
Right. So you get, this is the Speed Editor itself, and then you get
Okay, so it's what, a specialized keyboard?
it.
So-
Yeah, I've looked at it and it looks just super complicated.
Okay.
And again, I don't know how big it is, but I don't really want another piece of equipment on my desk. Well, no, that's the wrong way to put it. I can put it on my desk. I don't want to learn another piece of equipment. It's not that I don't, I could put it on here, not going to clutter. It's going to fit just fine. I don't want to learn it. I'm not doing this to make money. I do it because I enjoy taking something and making it work or making it do what I want.
You
can always buy it, try it out for a week, and if you don't like it, you can send it to me.
Yeah, ethnically, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't like that. I mean, okay, so how would that work, Alex? Think about that for a second. If I return that, are they going to take away my DaVinci Studio license, or are they just going to take back the piece of equipment? Think about that a second.
Well, I thought Amazon had a 30-day something like that.
They do. They do. But think about what I just said. My brother does it all the time. He'll get something, he'll try it. If he don't like it, he sends it back. And it's within the rules. It's okay. But think about if I were to buy that, huh?
I used to do it a lot, but I don't do it very much anymore. You always have to send stuff back.
Yep. Well, think about this for a second. So let's say I say, wow, I'm gonna play the rules to my advantage. I'm gonna buy this. I'm going to get a license for DaVinci Resolve, but I'm going to send back this little piece of equipment because I don't want to learn it. Will they only take the equipment back and not rescind the license? Or will they rescind the license and take the equipment back? That's the only hang up.
I would think that they would want you to send both of them back. I would think that you can't keep one without sending the other one back.
Well, the license is going to be nothing more than an activation code that you're going to use on DaVinci Resolve Blackmagic's website. That's all that's going to be. So there's really, truly no way of sending that back.
They probably got a way to deactivate it.
I would think so. I don't know.
Just like crack Windows key. Microsoft can find out if they can deactivate it.
Maybe I'll get lucky and Carrier will start selling gray market DaVinci Resolve keys. Well, that went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah, it's interesting. Regardless of what Kerry said, I read an article by somebody I consider fairly knowledgeable about Windows licensing. Who essentially said if you're getting Windows at $20 to $30 a license, you're not getting a legitimate key.
And Kerry say that.
And what the guy said though is that if you're doing it as an individual, it's probably not worth Microsoft's effort to come after you.
Who has Kerry say that?
Well, there's a guy who likes to call him on ZDNet, and I consider this guy, he's been doing this for years and years. I consider him fairly knowledgeable about it. And Windows licensing is complicated. So, I suspect some of these are really what you would call gray market keys.
Might think about buying a USB hub for the computer.
A new what?
USB hub.
Oh.
A better option would be to get a USB-C hub because there's a USB-C port on the front of that computer, and you can get one that has like a whole bunch of. They'd be better option because it'd be faster. So just make sure you get a USB-C one.
Well, but with the USB-C hub also have like USB-A ports on the hub.
Yes, I have one.
All right.
It's got one I have has three USB ports, three USB-A ports, 3.0, two SD card readers, one micro and one regular size, as well as an HDMI port.
That brings to mind the computer Rick was building the other day. One of those connections on the motherboard was for a Thunderbolt port.
Okay.
And it turns out that the wiring for USB-C and Thunderbolt is very similar. And some USB-C ports can take Thunderbolt, but not necessarily.
Both of mine on my computer can, as well as the one on Josh's computer.
So,
Man would never use the USB code reader.
But yes, I thought you might eventually need to get a USB hub, and so you have more USB ports.
Yeah, I think I might get that. But now that we got the external hard drive and that plugged in the webcam, that don't have nothing to plug the controller into. And let me unplug the webcam all the time. I don't want to do that.
Nope, I literally got a really old 7-port USB hub, and I literally got my webcam, my microphone, and my CD drive and all that plugged into that, and then I've got my capture card and the stream deck plugged into the actual computer, and I've still got one USB port on the back of the computer, one USB port on the front of the computer, as well as the three USB ports on this USB-C adapter that I have. So can't never have too many USB ports.
Yeah, I don't have enough USB on the computer, but I'm definitely gonna have to get a USB on one for it.
So I just tried to do some research on DaVinci Resolve to see if it's out of beta yet, and it doesn't appear that it is. It still is in beta.
This one may not be that useful. I have a USB-C hub, but it doesn't have any USB-C out, only A's.
This one I have is made for a cell phone, so it has one USB-C port on it, but what it's for is it's for plugging in your charging port for your cell phone. And then you plug the hub into your cell phone, and then it will give you the USB ports.
I got this one because my laptop has 2 USB-A's on it and 1 USB-C, and I've got a mouse hooked into one of the A ports, so that only gives me 1 USB-A port on the laptop, and I oftentimes will hook up 2 external hard drives to it. When I update stuff on there, I normally make an extra copy of it just as insurance. So I bought this one so I can hook it in my C port and run my hard drives off of that.
If I want anything, I don't want to come into my hand because I don't know when I'll be back in.
Well, I'm going to send your drive to the group home.
Yeah, that's what I have now to do last night.
Yeah, I've got both addresses, so I can send it either place you want.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to try and get that mail tomorrow, Josh.
If I got me a thermal hard drive down here, I'm going to tell her how to hook it up and the computer already set up. I did that this afternoon with Alex when he did the live stream.
So anyway, I'll send the 2 terabyte drive to your group home, and you're probably going to have larger backups on your regular computer than you may on the one that you're at, although that's a guess on my part, obviously.
Well, I thought that was the 1 terabyte drive. Some of it's not even mine. Some of it's in the pocket. Some of it that I would know.
But,
I'm not really worried about it.
yeah, I was at Costco today. I had to get a thing or two, and they've got a 5 terabyte portable drive on sale right now. It's at a good price. It's only $30 more than the 2 terabyte drive. And I like it because it doesn't require a power supply. I've got some big ones that are 8 terabytes, but those require a power supply. Hey, Rick?
Hello.
Hey, Rick.
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Josh.
Hello, Rick.
What was that, Josh?
What's that?
What did you say?
Did you get a haircut?
I'm just losing more hair. It's more evident in the summer.
Hey, Josh, I wouldn't be asking anybody about haircuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't be saying the word hair at all, Josh. I mean,
Thank you for noticing.
Hey, I think we need to arrange for Josh to get a high and tight in.
oh my gosh, can you imagine?
That's why we need to get my eye checked.
Yeah, definitely do, because I don't get haircuts. Hair just naturally falls out nowadays.
I'm not walking close up with the computer, so that's why I said that. I'm
My mom the other day asked me if I got a haircut, and I said, no, I'm just naturally losing my hair. Yeah, it looks like you are.
So John Aloy said that they've dodged a couple storms. Supposed to have a nice weekend, mid and high low 70s with very low humidity. Man, that sounds good.
I got my leg back on the chair, but that's why it looks like to me that look at here, because I'm far away from the screen.
And I think I could stand across the room and I would still see Rick ain't got no hair.
Who said that about the storms, Ken?
John Aloy. I think he's in Virginia, if I remember correctly. And Rick knows I'm not picking on him for being bald. He just ain't got no hair.
I'm still hearing thunder outside.
Now, Rick, is that natural or did you wear a hat in your younger days?
No, it's from a whole bunch of head accidents that I've had.
Oh, okay.
And that scars all over my head, and hair doesn't grow over scars. So.
Okay. I just wondered because I've been wearing a hat quite a bit lately, and I'm starting to get a bald spot, but I'm not going to stop wearing my hats. So I don't know if John Aloy is saying yes, he's living in Virginia, or he thinks my name is Virginia because he says yes, Virginia. So I'm not sure what he means.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
I know.
I might be with you guys till about 10 o'clock. There's some friends going to come over and pick me up. We're going to go downtown for an hour or so.
Sounds fun.
They're going to have the drinks. I'm going to have my usual. Something new.
Well, I'm going to be sitting here in one form or another until it's 5:45 in the morning when I go pick her up. And then we're beelining it to Sheridan, Arkansas, because Alex has invited us over for cake and ice cream. Then we're going to turn right around and try to get back to Indiana by 7 so I can play in the poker game.
What was your question, Alex?
Do you ever drink anything, any of the other kinds of Mountain Dew, or just the regular?
I have the Voltage. I have the orange. I had the Kickstart, the purple.
Can you tell any difference in the taste?
I don't really care for the purple or the grape one. There's other flavors of Kickstart I've had.
Grape Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's Kickstart. They've got orange flavor. They've got some of the flavors that the regular Mountain Dew has. But it's called Kickstart for a reason because they shot that Mountain Dew to the point when you wake up, you're like, eh.
I replied to your comment on my video earlier with the link to my other video.
Yeah, I saw it. I replied to it.
Back in a second, Ken. I got to make a phone call.
We'll be here. Not going nowhere.
That process, you go through the same process to make an image as you do to set up the schedule. The only difference is you don't click the box that says save the schedule. If you just want to run an image, you just click up, keep that check box selected that says run back up. But everything else is the same.
You like background reflect compared to what Crazy Carrie uses?
I do, because it's free, and I haven't found a need to buy any. To buy it. I've used it on several, at least 3 or 4 computers I've fixed for people, and at least a couple computers at college. It was replacing hard drives.
You wouldn't find it advantage.
One of which was our Active Directory domain controller, so we was able to get that switched over and had no problems. It was good because without that being up, nobody could log in.
see no advantage to getting the paid version.
Hello.
I don't think he heard you, Rick.
Alex, you don't see any reason to get the paid version?
I do not.
Can you do like specific backups, though, Alex, where you don't have to do the entire system? Can you back up like just certain
No.
parts?
No, that's a limitation of the free version.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same
that's what I was wondering about.
same thing with the Cronus. Okay.
Yeah. Incremental changes.
Right.
No, only a full.
Yeah, so there's times I want to do incremental things I want to back up, but I don't want to back up everything.
Hey, Ken.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, can I show you something? I've been having internet problems. Can I show you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you know what I told you my internet was a while back, right? It was like in the 20s.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to share this screen, and now since the internet cut out several times, and now look what it is. It's 93.5 and 5.03. It like jumped.
That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me when I got upgraded from 25 to 50. One night I was watching a video and the internet cut out for like literally a minute, 5 minutes, and then the next thing I knew I was upgraded from 25 to 50 and 10 megs up. It was
Breaking news of the
I seen that.
fire department says
That's crazy.
do they
and he walked away.
I'm still here. I can hear you.
do they limit the bandwidth per person on the router?
No,
No.
no, they don't have very many settings on that router at all. I'm pretty sure I could get out in front of the house and hack into it.
I wouldn't get caught doing that, buddy, if I were you.
Yeah, people might frown upon that. Okay, now where did this stuff go? Doggone it.
What the? Oh, right.
That didn't sound too good, did it?
Hey, homies.
Oh, that sounds like that is Jose. Are you back at a casino?
Well, that's a good guess.
Now, are you using their Wi-Fi in the casino, or are you using wireless data?
I'm using the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Not my Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi here that where my right now.
It picks up a lot of interference every time someone.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say is, okay, where am I at here? There we go. Yeah, it seems like it is picking some interference up. Hey, grab that lady and have her grab me a coffee when she comes back, would you please?
Well, most of the time when I'm out in public somewhere and I go to search for Wi-Fi networks, there's like 10 different Wi-Fi or 15 different Wi-Fi networks on the list. So.
Oh, it's the gaming machines in the background is what we're hearing. You just they can't pick it up all the time.
I'm only having some coffee here.
You gotta be up all night so you can play them games and win those jackpots.
Oh yeah, big time. And when you guys, Alex, when you say interference, can you be more specific so I could properly isolate it?
It sounds like a slot machine sometimes.
Yep, I would say that's what it is. So before I forget, Alex, if you're going to get Power Director 20 and you want the paid version, let me know and I'll contribute towards that, okay?
Okay, I don't even know because I've only got integrated graphics on my machine, so I don't know if that'd be or just something I thought.
Mine worked with integrated graphics and still, good English here. Mine was working just fine with the integrated graphics I have until I started getting into the more elaborate editing with all the silly little effects that I like. And then once I got the graphics card, there's a huge difference. So again, if you're going to go that route, let me know, and I will contribute toward that. Kind of disappointed you're not going with DaVinci Resolve, but I'm good if you want power.
Well, like I keep saying, I really would like to get a license for Unidesk, but can't get that on Amazon.
Yeah, you have to pay it directly to them, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, can't have everything we want. Are you at your father's, Sean?
No,
Next week, right?
yeah, next week is my birthday. So yeah, yesterday I was watching Rick Lake's video and the internet cut off. Today I was watching Alex and the internet got cut off. I watched everybody's YouTube videos and I just kept getting cut off.
Sounds like you're having internet interruptions.
Yeah, I sure hope you don't get disconnected from mine.
Well, now it don't look like you're having problems because you're nearly 100. You got double what I've got.
Yeah. There's a screwdriver stuck in the wall and the ceiling in the hallway still. I got pissed off and threw a screwdriver. Luckily my window was open. My door was open. I'm laying on the bed and I stuck the screwdriver. And it's still stuck in the ceiling. We got like 12-foot ceiling. I can't get to it.
Good thing nobody was walking by at the time.
Yeah.
Man. So John says he still works full-time to keep busy, and he makes accessories for kayaks. That sounds interesting. I got a friend of mine in Colorado that makes accessories for backpacks and anything outdoorsy that you can think of. Pretty cool job, actually.
So, like I was telling Ken and everybody on Messenger a while ago, they're finally, my Nana's cable company, they're finally forcing her to get cable boxes. And so they're basically getting an extra $20 a month out of her every month because she's got 4 TVs and they're charging $5 per box.
I'd drop a bunch of them.
So for the last, she lived in the same house and had the same cable service for pretty much 50 years, or as long as they've had it, as long as cable has been around that area, and she's always been able to plug cable directly from the wall into the TV. Well, she can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that here in Phoenix, and then all of a sudden they went to cable boxes.
That's what happened to her.
Okay, I have a silly question. Can she not get a splitter and split the signal coming out of the box into another TV?
No, there's one box per TV. I've tried that. I've tried to split the cable, and it doesn't work. You have to get one box per TV.
Right. So how does the signal coming out of the box go to the TV?
It goes over an HDMI.
Ah, okay. And you can't use a splitter, an HDMI splitter, and watch the same thing on 2 different TVs?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay. But as far as splitting it and watching 2 different channels, you'll never be able to do that. Okay.
Need another cable
All right.
box for that.
See that, Ken?
Yes.
See? The cable goes in here, then you plug HDMI and the power right here. And then the HDMI just plugs into the back of your TV.
So you got, what's the 2 you got 1 coax on the left-hand side or right-hand side, that's in?
Yeah, so,
One's in and one's out, I believe.
this one right here comes in from the wall. This one is if you don't have HDMI, you can plug this one into the back of your 4-aux cable of your TV.
Okay.
Most TVs now don't have that, so you have to use HDMI.
Right. Okay.
You remember back when they had the antenna transition to digital TV? All the converter
Can't say that I do, but
all back in 2009, all the converter boxes work in a similar fashion for antenna TV. They
I'm gonna jump off there because I don't want to get them about my but I'll be back. I'll probably be back on a little bit later.
all right, we'll be here. In one form or another, we'll either be streaming and zooming or just zooming.
I'll be back. I'm gonna make some coffee.
Better bring me some.
yeah,
That's waiting room material right there. You don't bring the host coffee.
It surprises me that we were talking just talking about the other. We were just talking about that the other night when Chris was still in the hotel room,
Mm-hmm.
and I was saying how they have a required her to have a cable box, and then all of a sudden I call her and she's like, "Well, we gotta have a cable box." And then,
So Jose, it looks like you almost got a rig on your head to take off in an airplane.
Yeah, watch it at 10:10.
Only way that could have been better if you'd have gone, call the ball like a flyby, a negative. The pattern is closed, Ghost Rider.
Negative, abort.
Yeah. Funny how we remember these things from these silly movies we see.
I don't know. I do know some codes. I used to work in a place where we used to use radios and had to learn some codes,
Sure.
radio codes, and plus I used to right after high school my major was somewhat in the criminal justice, to be more specific in the service as a street cop. So I kind of got interested in also in those radio codes and everything. So.
Right. Is Jeff back yet? No. I was going to let him know what I just found out about DaVinci Resolve 18, which is not good news for me. So I'll wait till he comes back.
So Josh went out to get some coffee, or what was it?
No, he's went to spend some time with his aunt. I guess they moved her surgery up by about 4 days, so he's going to go spend a little bit of time with her. We got Mrs. Josh in here tonight. Oh, look at him showing off his coffee.
Hey, look.
Yes.
One of the things I've learned is to be more specific, any casino, especially in Vegas or Reno, just take a bill and wave it to the waiter or wherever.
Right.
And they will drop like slides your feet.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, but I tried that with my Costco bill, and it didn't work, so I'm not sure what your secret is. Oh, you're talking about money. Okay, I got it. I got you. I'm a little slow tonight. I got to go refill my coffee because my waitress is working 12 miles away, and even when she's here, she doesn't do it. So I will be right back. Enjoy 35 seconds of awkward silence.
Yeah, the bigger amount, the better and faster service you get.
And they're also charging her now. Also looking at their website after she said that, trying to find information on the table box, but I didn't find any information on the table box. And instead, what I found is that her internet has never been actually unlimited. It's been like 500 gig, which she never uses that. But I actually found out that if you want unlimited, you actually have to pay an additional $40 a month on top of your internet bill for the speed you're paying for. So like the most expensive plan is like $70 a month, or like $200. But if you wanted that unlimited, you have to take another $40 on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, our building is old enough that we can only get 100 meg.
Well, I think they up to the max at her house for her cable company. They're offering like 200 down and 20 up, I believe.
Yeah, but her building isn't ancient like mine is. The building is 1969. When 1960.
Actually, her house is like 1950 something, I believe.
See, cable wires back then weren't that good. They don't take the high speed. That's what we've been told for the last 15 years here. You guys are lucky we're here getting 100 meg because you're putting a load on those wires. They weren't weren't made for it. The way they make wires today are different because they can handle the higher speeds. They didn't make it back then. So we're taking a risk of 60 of us having 100 meg because we're pushing the limits. But it works, but they said if it crashes someday, don't be surprised.
The thing about it is,
They've had to come over here and reset the whole thing because 60 of us were on the internet, you couldn't handle it. The whole thing shut down. And you go out to the roof, or to where the elevator room, and you shut it off, reset it, and try it again. He thinks all that room up there may get too warm, and with us stressing the internet down here, it couldn't take it.
the thing about it is, our cable company, they offer 4 packages, they offer 4 speeds, and as long as they have service, right service wherever you're at, you can get all 4 speeds. You can't do that, as far as I'm aware, you can't do that here. The speeds are here, they make you put your address in on the website and see what speeds are available. So basically what it is I can only get 50, but basically 5 minutes down the road, a mile or 2 down the road, somebody may be able to get 200. But I can only get 50.
They did that here in Brader, at least they tried to do it. The community wouldn't let them get away with it. They said it's gonna be the same even everywhere. We're not gonna have limited here this, and they said it's gonna be we had that problem when we stopped them.
But our cable company is smarter than ours, and they basically offer 4 plans, and you sign up for whichever one you want. And as long as you can get service as part of the understanding, you can get it.
Yeah, see, Brader community got rid of that too with their 4 plans. And so they just wanted the basic and the high and the tier, the high end, the low. They don't want different ones. They just want the basic, and they were throwing all these packages in, and they said no. So we actually took them to the city council over it. And the city council got involved. And they pretty much told them enough of this nonsense. Why is somebody paying a different price for the same thing across the street than what they are? And that makes no sense.
What was their response to that question?
Huh?
What was their response to why does someone that lives across the street pay a different rate than other people?
They said they've been doing that for years. It's just how when they got that package and with that price, and where someone gets the newer one is at a higher price for the same thing, and they just said no, we ain't doing that. And now it's all even keel everywhere.
So the office, I told you guys live in a group, so the office gets up to 1 gigabit. So that's 1,000 Mbps.
Is that down and up, or just down?
That's down. The gigabyte download speed up to 1 Gbps, or Bps, which is 1,000 Mbps. That's what they get. They pay for that for them, but they give us trying to get internet.
It looks like y'all get 100 now, which is pretty
Yeah.
good.
But they have gigabytes. They have 2 different routers or 2 different internet connections in that house. So they have 2 different routers. So they use the faster internet for them, and then they give us the slower one.
Well, after your little debacle of getting caught downloading 7,000 different things, I'm surprised you got internet at all. Did they charge you extra for that, or is that part of the group homes deal?
They don't charge me for anything. They don't charge me for the internet or anything. I get free internet.
Nice.
You could always, if they don't want you, and I'm not condoning this, but if they don't want you down, you could always just turn on your mobile data, and if you got hotspot, you could hotspot your phone to your computer.
I don't have a cell phone. Hey, so I'm gonna show this in the webcam. This is actually pretty good. You guys like fire and water. It's Waterloo, watermelon sparkling water. It's actually pretty good.
How much sugar's in it?
There is no sugar, no salt, no fat, no calories, nothing.
No taste.
In other words, it's boring.
Exactly.
It does taste like watermelon. It does have some kind of taste.
How much is that I'm able to get a 12-pack of ice sparkling water in the bottles for like $10.
I'm so poor I have to buy great value coffee creamer. I can't buy like coffee mix and all that good stuff. I buy cheap.
And my dad can afford it, but he always gets the cheap stuff and everything on sale.
Hey, did y'all see that mix was back on with a Carrie Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And he's going away to the Asian continent of the Philippines and Taiwan and a couple other places. We won't see him for a year.
How do you think Terry reacted if you just randomly showed up one day and showed up on his live stream one day?
I wouldn't attempt that if I were you. You already warned people about doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would not want to do that.
And these were said years ago, don't ever think about showing up here unannounced.
Well, I can't do that if I wanted to because I'm several hours late.
Yeah. I'm surprised he kind of gives out little clues as to where he lives. Because he already got slotted once. He's already telling people where he lives. He's like, hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, I mean,
That's what got him into trouble the first time.
as long as I've been watching him, we've always known that he's lived somewhere around Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah.
he lives across the street from the Glendale Cardinals arena. He lives somewhere across the street from there, in that neighborhood. I've never been to his house or anywhere. He's always come to me, but yeah, I know he lives somewhere around Glendale Stadium. The Cardinals.
Yeah, he said it wasn't too far from him.
Frankly, I don't even watch his live streams anymore. Everybody doesn't respect me in the chat, so screw them.
I don't watch him. I don't watch him yet. If I watch him, it'll be after the live stream's over and it'll be on 2x speed.
I saw kids talking to you on your stream, Alex.
I didn't even know
Before the internet got shut off.
I didn't even know I was streaming. That was supposed to be a recording, but I accidentally hit start streaming instead of start recording in OBS.
I admit, I did that mistake when I did messing around with OBS. I was trying to do recording on my local computer, and I go over to YouTube and it says recording, streaming, like, wait a minute, streaming? No.
That's the reason why the title didn't match with the content, because I had no idea what you did in the last. Title in the last one I did, and I didn't realize.
Kim was asking you, like, what are you doing?
You sure that was on Alex's? I thought that was on Josh's.
No, that was on Alex. I saw, then I saw you say idiot.
Oh yeah, because he kept getting bombed. Yeah, Tony Wallow and BH Ringer were catching him pretty quick, so I was just getting ready to get rid of one when Tony stepped in and got it, and then BH got one.
I noticed that whenever I try to do a live stream, I get a lot of bombers.
Yeah, well, what you should do is go in and when you set it up, put subscribers of more than 7 days. That's a pretty good figure-ish. Works well for me. I mean, I seen Carrie, I think, is 5 days, and I watched a couple other ones as 5 days. I would just clearly set you must be a subscriber for X amount of time.
Well, this was my first mistake. I hit the start streaming button with the mouse and on the programming button on the stream deck.
I got a question for Gary real quick. Are you with us, Gary? I know I let Gary in. Is he here? Yeah, he's here. That's probably... No, that's not Greg. Greg's usually watching TV in the background.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know you're not. I said usually.
Gary's on a different computer today because he's actually got the red line through his camera. There's normally not a
Yeah, and his picture's a little smaller. Maybe on a laptop.
I figured he's probably on a machine that you can't disable the camera in the BIOS because his camera icon is normally not there. It's normally just a microphone.
Well, I wanted to ask him. I'm on Amazon and it says sparkling ice and caffeine cherry vanilla sparkling water. I wondered what the caffeine cherry vanilla sparkling water is about.
I don't get any of the caffeine ones. All I get is the one in the bottle, like the variety pack.
Oh, they add caffeine. I get it. I see what they're doing. Yeah.
I don't get any one with the caffeine. All I get is the 12-pack variety pack with like the bottles.
Everyone screwed up my order so many times. Now they slap me with if it's over $160, they make me sign for the package.
Well, that's a good thing, though. I mean,
Yeah, they're supposed to do that.
There he is. He's back now.
quick visit.
Would you get tired of her?
Watching Greg smoke makes me want to smoke.
So, Josh, are you talking to us? Because if you are, we can't hear you.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, your lips were moving. Are you talking to yourself?
But that,
Your lips were moving. Were you talking to yourself?
no.
Okay.
My aunt was done with that, I'll spend time with her more.
You all right, Gary?
Yeah,
You on a laptop?
of course.
Dumb question. So, what is this from Amazon? It says sparkling ice and caffeine sparkling water. Are they just adding caffeine to it?
Oh, hold on.
Well, I'm getting ready to order some. I'll be here Sunday, or I'll just stop at Kroger to pick up a case. But
It's sparkling ice, right?
yeah, I like it. It's pretty good stuff.
I got black raspberry.
Yeah, that's what I can get right now.
Mine says caffeine free.
Yeah. Mine says plus caffeine. That if you scroll down, the regular stuff is, I believe, caffeine free.
Yeah, that's what I get. I've never gotten the caffeine stuff.
I don't need anything else with caffeine in it. That's for sure.
Gary, you're on an AMD laptop, right?
I mean, no. Why?
Are you on one of them wonderful Dell or HP laptops?
Dilly dilly.
Well, I think we all know we poke a little bit of fun toward AMD. Although Greg, I believe, does actually have an AMD system.
Yes, I do.
I thought you did. I thought you did.
And Josh has looked at an AMD system. Seems to be working perfectly fine.
And according to Jay-Z, 2 cents, AMD is up the game again.
Yeah, Intel and AMD have been playing softball for years. Throwing the ball back at each other. Hey, we did this. Then you do something. Oh, we
Yep.
did that. Now it's your turn.
You got your hearing aids in, Josh?
What's that?
You have your
No.
hearing aids connected?
No. Let me know when you wanna, if you go want Jim and me to help you out with that. And I'll help you contribute to that too. What we were talking about before.
I don't think I want it. Like I said, I think I'd rather have a license for any desk than I have a video editing software, which I probably very rarely use.
Right. Makes sense.
I was still gonna save up the money and see if I can get my father a better computer. But basically, whatever money is left over from that, I was gonna give it to you and you can do what you want with it.
So when you buy the one you're wanting, is that a perpetual lifetime license, or is that you have to renew it every year?
No, negative. You have to renew it every year. But once, say, if I can get it. My thinking was I could buy it for like 1 year, and if I don't want to, if I don't like it after a year, I can cancel it. I have to.
Sure. Okay.
But you buy it for a year up front. So when you buy it, the total will be like $230, which is like amounts to like $20 a month.
Sometimes they give you a 30-day trial. If you don't like it, then they'll give you your money back.
Well, they have a free version that's technically free, like TeamViewer, but I don't want to go home with that, Sean. I don't want to run into this whole commercial use business again like that.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that you still had TeamViewer on your computer.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Part of that is because I've been lazy and haven't put any desk on my mom's computer yet. And her computer is still got TeamViewer and it's still connected to my account. So I've just got on there,
Have you tried connecting to your mom's computer and see if you get the same message?
I have not.
Be an interesting thing to check since you haven't gotten rid of it yet. Would be kind of interesting if you did that and didn't get the message. Then it's clearly just my computer and Josh's computer and Natasha's computer.
I don't understand why it would be your computer. I can understand Josh's computer. I can understand the school computer, but I can't understand your computer.
I can't understand why you get it on the department computer because you don't ever connect to that computer. I can understand why I get it on that computer because I connect.
Well, the commercial use detected, whenever you get the commercial use detected, that is connected to your TeamViewer ID. So that's connected. That commercial use detected is tied to my. It's connected to my TeamViewer ID on my computer, so not somebody else's.
Yeah, people don't have to get rid of it if they don't want to. I did it on mine. I have no plans on getting rid of it. I don't know why you think people have to. There's no reason to.
You alright, hon?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I don't have it open at the moment. I don't have it running at the moment, but I've still got it on my computer.
You're my hon.
Oh, I thought you said Ken. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, that's me.
No, it's not you.
I know it. I'm just kidding.
They're probably tracking the total number of connections you've made.
I was told not to be scared of what Terry said about it. And I asked the local guy here in town, and he said, he said, Rick, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay.
I was kind of shocked to see when I did it, I got the same
Even
message.
he said if you got it, you wouldn't do anything. And this guy is like 50-some years old. A little smarter than Terry.
I think everybody's smarter than Gary.
I mean, he said he wouldn't have, if they start charging you to get the thing out, then you might, like right now, he said you can use it, it's not a problem.
The difference between my dog and Terry is my dog knows when to stop licking his ass.
Was that nasty? If it was, I'll say it again.
Still have you on YouTube, don't we?
Yeah, we're still, how long have we been streaming for?
Well, that was only 3 letters that were bad. So
124, wow.
5 minutes.
But anyway, the reason I was speaking out about TeamViewer is what you think we're talking about. And I know this for a fact. TeamViewer keeps, and Greg is basically right. TeamViewer keeps track of each connect. So let's say you connect to me 50 times, like twice a day.
Right.
That's fine. Where they get you is you connect to Ken, you connect to your mom, you connect, and that's where they don't like it. Because if you think about this, Alex, and I'm just speaking to you because you know what I'm talking about. You don't connect to Ken's. You actually connect to their server before you connect to Ken's.
Right.
That's how they keep track how many. Because if you quote, you can't, I can't. If you could connect just to Ken, they would know, but you have to connect to their server in between. That's how come you don't have port forwarding going on this, or you don't need it.
That's the reason why when I was at college I had 3 separate remote connections. I had TeamViewer, a backup for TeamViewer was Chrome Remote Desktop, and a backup for Chrome Remote Desktop was our VPN that I had set up on our firewall so I could VPN into the firewall and then use RDP.
And just for argument's sake, what you guys were talking, I went for TeamViewer. Went to TeamViewer in Germany, and you can download TeamViewer for free, or free for private, non-commercial use. So in other words, like I said, you do it just you and your wife, back and forth, you and your mom just back and forth. That's not a problem. You do it for 5 or 10, they're like, that's a business.
Sure, they start looking at how many different different connections.
Or if somebody called in and said, Alex told me you don't have to buy this, you can just use it for free for all your clients. They might decide to bill you. And then you have to tell your whole YouTube channel that somebody turned you in. And then you'd probably say it's an evergreen thing. Which is not evergreen, it's called stealing basically. If anybody ever turned you in.
You guys still complaining about TeamViewer?
That's a badge of honor if you get turned in. So is Jeff back?
Yeah, sorry, I was on hold. I was talking to my internet provider. They sent me a text message saying, we think we fixed your problem. And they haven't.
And please run a test and tell us the results.
And I did, and
it's not.
they're running a test at the modem, and they're claiming 800 down. I'm getting 40 at the computer.
40?
40.
There's a disconnect somewhere.
Yep. So now we're talking about what kind of signal is going on between the 2 routers. I have a modem that's on the outside wall of my house. A direct line runs to one of the routers from there, and I have the other one in my office.
Well, I waited for you.
Both routers and see if that helps anything after we're done tonight. And then the guy wants me to swap the 2 routers, see if that affects anything. And then for my computers in my office, they're all hardwired into a switch which plugs into the router up here. So he wants me to try hooking one of the computers directly into the router and bypassing the switch. And then he also wants me to take my laptop down and hook it directly into the modem.
Now, while you're doing all this, did he want you to hop up and down on one leg and sing zippity-doo-dah?
No, he said I could use 2 legs.
Okay. But you still got to sing zippity-doo-dah, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, are we still on YouTube?
We are.
All right. There's an old Bill Clinton joke that I won't.
So I waited for you to come back. I did some digging, and DaVinci Resolve 17 Final was officially released on February 25th, 2021 after 9 beta test versions. Yeah, that's what I said. So I'm going to be waiting a while to see if I'm going to get this and it works for free.
They had problems with it, but they kept doing betas.
Sure.
But I was going to say, was that a novice beta or was that a master?
I don't know. Let me research that. I'll find out and let you know. I'll get back to you.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
I heard about that software from you, Ken. Now I see a bunch of people on YouTube making videos on it.
Oh, DaVinci Resolve videos have been around forever. Same thing with OBS.
Even I've seen stuff from that.
Yeah.
I keep telling you, but you gotta go to the new BS instead of the older BS.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Ooh. Jeff's in the way today.
Well, I've been bugging Ken about that for a long time.
Yeah, you have.
So, sorry for the long interruption. When I called him up and said, "You are first in line," I was in line for 20 minutes. But my case is still open. What I'm going to try to do now is one of the texts that came out said if I bitch enough, they might give me a third router free. Their official policy is that they'll sell me a third router.
Those sorry, excuse me, Jeff. Are those the Echo routers?
Eero.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. Yeah, I know the Amazon.
Right, and it's the Eero 6 Plus or whatever. That's
Oh, that
the one, so.
reminds me.
So that's Wi-Fi 6.
Wi-Fi 6 and higher, Terry was saying something about that
I
today.
don't know, but these are.
Six
They're
and
When I
nine.
installed them and hooked them up, you know, you run a little test between the two routers and it said I had excellent signal strength, so.
I
We'll
don't.
see, but there's obviously a disconnect someplace when I've got 800 megabits a second download at the modem.
Yeah, or you're getting a bottleneck somewhere in your system.
And I'm getting 10 to 40 at the computer.
Hey, Jeff, do you have
But
a
on
phone
the other
call?
hand, at both the modem and the computer, well, at the modem, I'm getting like 900 upload, but I'm getting 600 upload at my computer. So there's a big difference between uploads and downloads, and nobody has been able to successfully explain that. One tech tried to tell me it was because Wi-Fi is half duplex. And the guy I talked to tonight agreed with me that that's a BS explanation. I understand what the difference is between full and half duplex, and it shouldn't affect downloads or uploads differently.
Hey, Jeff, do you control the whatever on your cell phone?
Yeah, I got an Eero app on the cell phone that came with the
Could you
service.
pull it up real quick? If you got a second. Mine actually works. I don't use it in the house because I have too much rock around the house inside.
Now, hold on here, let me pull up, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, okay, first we're gonna run speed test. Let's see what you get up.
Hold on, I gotta remember where to do that, okay? Run a speed test, alright, I'm running a speed test. This runs out at the, router attached to the modem.
Correct. That's why I said let's see what you get.
Our dad didn't accept the modem from Cox. He went out and bought his own, bought a Motorola one.
Yeah,
Bought a
well, this
Motorola
is,
one, and then he bought a 10-year router.
well, this is an outfit called Wheelie. It comes by radio to my roof. There's a bunch of equipment on the outside of my house, and they drilled a hole through the wall and put a modem directly on the wall plugged into an outlet. I cannot change modems, no way.
Oh, wow.
I have no option, this is their equipment.
I thought Las Vegas had Cox.
We do, and I dumped them.
Oh.
Let's see what you do, Jeff.
844 down. And 40 at the computer.
Okay, so they're going by what they see on that thing in your hand, probably saying you got 844.
Well, he can run the same test remotely at the modem. So, I mean, and I don't dispute what he's saying. I'm just saying that even accounting for transmission over Wi-Fi, I should be getting 300 to 400 at my computer, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely.
Jeff, I have a question. Aren't you connected wireless? Don't you have like 3 units and like the main unit is connected wirelessly to the other 2? And your computer is hardwired from
Okay, I have one Eero router connected directly to the modem. Sits in my dining room.
He said that a couple of times.
And then I have a second Eero router up in my office. And it's connected to the other router by Wi-Fi, obviously. I have a hardwired connection from this router into a switch. I have 3 computers in my office hooked to the switch, and one line from the switch goes into the wall, which runs downstairs to the kitchen, where I have a piece of equipment that provides me internet phone service.
And Jeff,
Yes,
real
sir.
quick, one other thing. On the bottom right, it says settings.
Yes, sir.
And we want to go to, in the middle it says software updates. version?
Yep, it says I'm up to date version 6.10.2-71.
You're up to date. That's all I got. I run
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, this thing has pretty much kept up to date. I don't know, but they're seemingly willing to work with me to try to figure it out. If I can, I'm going to try to pop them out of another router. Just because of the positioning in my house, between the two routers are two walls and a roof overhang over my front door. So, but on the other hand, it says I have excellent connection.
I wanted to be able to walk or since we only got laptops basically. I want to be able to walk the laptops around the house, and I can't because I got half the house rock inside.
Right. So what I may try to talk them into, I have a table in the hallway upstairs at the head of the staircase. A dresser, it's an antique dresser that was built for my family a long time ago. And I could put another router on that, it would have an unobstructed view of the main router. And then between that router and the one in my office, I would only have like one wall. So I'm thinking if I got three routers, these are mesh routers. So if I got three routers hooked up, I'm wondering if that would improve my signal strength. And it might not, I don't know, it's just speculation on my part.
I mean, I don't love these, but I will go for the third router. I mean, I have third router.
So anyway, supposedly two routers are enough for a house of this size, but I didn't have any choice where the main one went. The modem and the other equipment on the outside, they said, could only be put in one place on my house. And that's because the technicians had to have access to the equipment outside without using a ladder. Otherwise, they wouldn't install anything.
I just checked mine on the phone, 326.9 down.
Who did that?
Yeah, really. Who was that? Who's bugging me already?
Sounds like somebody's sleeping.
No, that's my ringtone for my wife.
That was a Bronx cheer.
That was not what it sounded like to me.
So anyway, I'll keep plugging away at it. The saving grace out of all of this is that things are still functioning and my bill is $35 a month, including fees and taxes.
Well, you need 35, that's good.
And what's interesting, I agreed to be what's called a neighborhood anchor. And that's why I'm getting the special price, otherwise it would be like $70. But they haven't installed the big radio to make me the neighborhood anchor yet. I asked them about that. And the guy said, well, once we get 2 or 3 more in your neighborhood, then we'll have a reason to put it on your roof.
You'd think they'd want to do that before that happened.
I don't care if they do it or not, you know?
Sure.
I'll bet, and this is not, I have no clue, I'll bet they aren't getting as many people as they thought they would get.
That's probably true. They said they need like 2 or 3 more near me, and then they'll install the big anchor radio.
Do they actually have to physically put it on someone's house, or do you just need a name and address?
What's that?
To get the thing that you need, if they get more people, do they actually need to physically put it on someone's house? Or
Yes,
if I give you my name and address, that's another person, maybe you could get what you need.
No, they're gonna put it on Jeff's house.
Yeah, well, no, I actually have 3 radios on my roof right now. And they're aimed at other houses in the quote network here in the neighborhood.
So you know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like an internet pyramid scheme. They're telling you that when they get that, but they're pointing it over there. They're telling the neighbors that you're going to get that. That's what this is. This is an internet pyramid scheme.
Well, I know there's at least 3 other houses around me that have it because I've got 3 radios on the roof.
I'm sorry, I caused all this back when I had that supposed job interview with everybody on there, like with 10 or 15 other people on there.
I mean, I will deal with this, I guess, if I have to. I'm fairly certain that if I write long enough, they're going to do something to help me improve the speed of the computer.
Yeah, eventually. I think you're right.
And
so I got a.
I was getting like 150 down. That's what I was getting with Cox, with 20 or 10 up for $110 a month. And so I'm really not any worse off than I was with Cox unless this continues degrading.
Right.
Do you
And
have,
maybe maybe one of my routers is going bad.
that's what I was gonna say, Jeff, do you have another router like a NetView or a Linksys that you can?
No, I cannot hook those.
And they won't work.
They won't work with this. I've got to use their routers. They said if none of these other things I tried work, they'll send a technician out and he'll bring a new router with him.
So since Alex has admitted that this is his fault, let's take a vote on what his punishment should be.
Spank him. Who says I'm not
Give
weird?
him another client.
It's my fault that you said it's a pyramid scheme.
I don't know of anyone that doesn't try to improve their internet speed. I mean, everyone does that I can think of. Oh, now I got a ding on the phone. Who's this from?
Well, I was thinking about calling in now that you're starting to take callers.
You should. You should call in. You could be the second caller. So we have a vote for I from Tony Wallow, and I think we all know where you were going to end up at. So you got one for the waiting room. There's two.
I don't want to put him in the waiting room. I want to give him another regular client that he has to help every day that doesn't pay him anything.
Okay, that's fine, Jeff, just as long as he ain't as bad or worse than Josh.
No, I'm not working anything on Josh. I just want you to have a second client.
Where is he?
He's here. He's muted right now. He's showing us a lovely picture of his not made bed with clothes thrown across it.
Well,
Hey, it looks a whole lot better than his bed. It is better than his bed at the room home.
That's
well,
true.
I was just going to rename him Wild Man Josh in Pittsburgh until he starts to comb his hair. All the mine would look pretty bad today. There was a lot of wind here when I went to the tire store, and I had a pretty wild looking thing for a while.
So you're just gonna grant it today?
Well, wondered.
You got those quick tires.
That includes lifetime balancing and rotation plus 3 tire replacement if it's not repairable for up to 10 years.
So you keep your truck now or gonna sell it?
I don't know. This really has nothing to do with that. This is getting ready to drive to Oklahoma for my wife's memorial.
No, I understand.
Go on the plane.
No, I understand.
I saw today where Delta and America, I thought it was, canceled more flights.
And Southwest has already canceled a bunch of flights.
Jeez.
They haven't notified me yet, but that's who I have the tickets with. But they're fully refundable.
I think Rick's trying to say something.
I'm surprised they're doing that. Unless it was a false, maybe I was reading. Did Delta go on strike?
I haven't heard strikes, but I've heard canceled flights.
There's a new airline that just came to Vegas, and they canceled some of their flights in the first week they were here.
Wow.
And supposedly it's staffing shortage primarily of pilots from all these little airlines. To fly for a major airline, they have relatively strict qualification requirements.
You gotta be in physical shape to be a pilot.
Well, and there's a shortage of qualified major airline pilots right now, apparently.
Let's don't go there.
Pilots are being overworked, they're saying on.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I would there are a lot of cheap airlines, Spirit, Frontier, I don't know who else, and 1 to 2 others that fly into Vegas. And I've known people that had so much trouble with them, I just refuse to use those.
Yep.
Oh,
Hi, Jim.
Allegiant has a hub here in Vegas. They have another hub in Orlando.
Well, the one
They
thing
were
I
pretty
said is,
good when they started. But they've experienced some problems too. But I mean, when you have to pay for every bag, you have to pay extra to get a Coke or a glass of water or a cup of
I
coffee.
had them once and I wasn't too pleased when I flew to Arizona. You had to pay for everything. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
It's
my
not too bad,
daughter
'cause-
flew Frontier a couple years ago and went someplace and lost luggage on the way back.
It's not too bad. You get a nice lawn chair, you know.
So Southwest is based out of Phoenix, right?
Dallas, isn't it? Or
Well,
Dallas,
so one of the major airlines was based out of Phoenix. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Yeah, Southwest started in Texas someplace.
Okay.
And I like Southwest, and I've always had pretty good luck with them. When we lived in Aiken, South Carolina, we actually drove 2.5 hours to Greenville to get on Southwest. And even with the gas and the parking fees and everything, it saved us money when we're going to Augusta, Georgia, and getting on a plane.
My mom and dad put 100,000 miles on their car every year that they do not like flying. They drive everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like flying, but it is statistically safer than driving, especially for old farts like me. I'm sure.
My dad said if he wasn't too old, he'd renew his pilot license, become a pilot.
When my mom goes to Florida, she's not, but they're driving to Florida. We flew to Florida when I took a Disney World trip 20 years ago.
Well, it's not
I
that
mean,
busy.
of all the airlines, I guess if I had to pick an airline I'd like to fly, I'd probably still fly Southwest. We used to go to Delta when I lived in East Tennessee. You had to fly out of Knoxville, but we had the saying there that if you died and went to hell, you'd have to pass through Atlanta first.
No, well, that's just Georgia.
No, but I mean, it was, we would all, wherever we flew out of Knoxville on Delta, you had to go to Atlanta. That was just a given.
And that's their hub. It was.
And then,
Yeah, what's hubbed out of Houston?
Northwest Airlines.
Northwest, I thought, was out of Minneapolis.
Yep, it was. It's defunct.
Right. And then there was also something out of Houston, I remember.
Years ago, my brother-in-law asked us to come to Gatesville, Texas for Thanksgiving. It's a little place near Fort Hood.
Mm-hmm.
And so we flew to Austin, but we flew from Knoxville to Memphis on Southwest. And then we were in the Memphis airport for 6 hours waiting to go to Austin. The plane we were supposed to fly on had a problem. Had one of their instruments, I don't know which one, crapped out. And then we waited for like 4 hours for them to fly in a replacement instrument from Minneapolis. And then we went back and forth across the whole airport 3 or 4 times from one end to the other, depending where they thought the plane was going to end up at. And they finally got the instrument there and said, made an announcement on the PA, okay, we're installing the blah, 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 whatever it was. Then 10 minutes later, another announcement, we're sorry, the new instrument didn't work either.
Well, then why did they test it first before making an announcement?
Well, I'm not done. And 15 minutes after that, get another announcement, oh, the guy got it to work after all, you can now board.
No, I think I'll take my money back and go elsewhere.
Believe it or not.
I would have waited for a different flight, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
So we didn't make it to Austin, but my brother-in-law and his wife waited 7 hours at the Austin airport for us.
Chew.
I would have asked them, you got a bed somewhere?
Well, we're in Detroit area, obviously, you've heard that a million times. Going to Tampa. My father died, and, real pissed, obviously. So we called Delta because that's good luck with Delta. They said, well, when do you want to get there? And I'm like, ASAP. This was 2 in the morning. They said, we got a flight going. Can you get there in half an hour to the airport? Sure, why not? I said, how much is this figure? And that quick, it's going to take $1 million. They said, what do you want to pay? Literally, they asked that. And I said, I don't know what. And I said, okay, $100. They said, okay, for each of us, what I kid you not, there was like 8 people on the plane. And we're all, sitting up in front talking, having a good time. My kids came down free on a friend's plane, but yeah, it was 8 people, $100 a piece. So if you
They were
think about
probably
that,
happy to have anybody on the plane.
yeah, well, they were actually taking it did have a problem. They went to Atlanta, jerked around there for almost an hour, and then got to Tampa, then God knows where they went. They had to get a new flight crew because they were doing a couple of long distance flights out of there.
Yep.
So Tampa, I guess, was literally going overseas someplace. We had this plane.
Yeah, I mean, there's always been crap with airlines. Years ago, it was I don't know, about August of 2000, I flew from Tennessee to Las Vegas to interview for the job I eventually got out there. On the way out, something happened. We had to fly to LA, change planes, and then come back to Vegas. This was after, I think, going from McGee Tyson in Knoxville to O'Hare, and then to LA, and then back to Vegas. On the way back, we get back to O'Hare, and weather or something, they had to cancel the flight to Knoxville. So they did put us up in a crappy hotel until from like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. the next morning. Hotel was undergoing renovations in the non-smoking rooms and formerly been smoking rooms.
How much was it per hour?
Free for us.
For all those who know what I'm talking about.
Except for the service. No, anyway, and so, and then,
Probably a long time.
yeah, so, but that was an interesting trip. We had crap going both ways, but at least I got the job. So.
Yeah, one where we went to New York from Chicago, literally it was like straight to there, to there, to there. Made up our 8-hour flight with like 300 miles. We'll say, let me off of this. Okay, last question for anybody. What's the longest you ever sat on a tarmac waiting to fly someplace?
Hour and a half.
I've been on the tarmac for about it was almost like 40 minutes.
I think just under an hour. No, I did New York, like into New York, the circle of like 2.5 hours. And I was worried they were gonna fuel in my own money, but I couldn't. You just keep doing this.
Yeah, I guess, we flew, when my mother-in-law died, we flew from Knoxville to Memphis. And in Memphis, we had to change planes and got on a little regional airline to fly to Tulsa.
Little prop plane?
No, it was a turboprop, probably held maybe 40 people.
Wow.
But look at the window at the engine on the left side I was sitting on, the guys are out there working on it. And they had a fuel leak of some type in the engine, so we ended up sitting there for a little while they fixed it. They did get it going again. But one of the issues was while they were working on it, we had no air conditioning in the plane.
Okay, this is stupid. This is stupid. Prop plane coming from Detroit to New York. I don't know why.
Bet that was fun.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. But we had a woman who had her first job.
On the prop plane?
Huh?
She had her first child on the prop plane?
Out of the job. She's going to New York. She's going to World Trade Center. Matter of fact, before you guys laughed, she died in the battle of it. And that's not a joke. Okay, we're waiting around, and she is just, she's squeezing the stuffing out of the chairs. And they had, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they had like the roll top vests where they were keeping the top was behind the roll top thing. So the guy had to eat a pop, lift it up and pull it down. And this is important because this guy was, and I don't mind this, but I gotta say it, quintessential, I hate saying this out loud, gay. And if you ask him one pop, it was just, Saturday Night Live did not do it any better or worse. He lifted up to hand this poor girl a pop. It fell down and smacked all over the floor. The slats fell all over. And she's just starting to scream, literally screaming. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He goes, he goes, something to the pilot. The phone fell off the wall. This poor lady, he's laughing now. And he's bringing because he spilled the pop on her. And he's bringing over like some paper towel. And this is the joke. He's actually trying to wipe her dress with paper towel. Not handing it to her, like, here, man, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Got the thing going and trying to wipe the front of her dress. I'm like,
hey, you had a chance to cut the field.
So English now, Ken? Sire?
Yeah, it's a misprint.
We actually flew when we was going from, I believe it was Dallas to Little Rock. We back from Florida. We actually flew on a plane that it was on the left and right side of the plane. They only had 2 seats on either side, set right next to each other, and then seats in the very back, like a big long seat in the very back. So on our way back, my grandma had to sit in the back next to a stranger. It was a small.
We were all one of the World Trade Center Camp Fitzgerald's, and I didn't know this. This is really cool. No, it's not. There was a movie called Fire the Vanities. That's what I booked. And I mean, it's just a place off the side of the World Trade Center. I thought, okay, looks good. And on the side they had salmon. I go salmon. And one of the girls, they're like, oh, can we get some of that record? It's like, it's a friggin' restaurant. The movie was made 10 years ago. Here, there's somebody wiping the floor. Go sit down. Sign your butt, But
The worst flight I ever had when I was a senior in college, the group of us that were studying engineering, they arranged for us to go and spend a week at Argonne National Laboratory in Chicago running some experiments. And we flew in a little twin-engine aircraft from Manhattan, Kansas to Midway Airport in Chicago. And we went there and we did our stuff, and we're flying back. Yeah, Lockheed Electric, does that ring any bells with anybody?
Lockheed does.
What's her name was flying when she was lost over the Pacific Ocean? Amelia Earhart.
yeah.
For a very similar model anyway. On the way back, ran through a bunch of storms. And you can't go above the storms in a little twin-engine prop job. And most of the people on the plane got sick. And so here, you got the barf bags and all of that. I managed to hold it, not by very much. It was most unpleasant flight just because of the aroma.
I was gonna say, I bet you that flight stunk.
Oh yeah.
Imagine.
I was glad to get out of the plane when we got back to Kansas.
As a kid, I'd flown my parents quite a bit, and we went to Florida quite a bit. I went to Orlando. So the reason being is that we didn't, for some reason, I mean, again, kid, but they took us out over the ocean. I don't even know where, but all I know is water. I have a joke. I love flying, I really do. If you remember, if you crash, I can walk, I might have to stop, but I can walk around. I can't swim that well. So if you go out in the water, I'm gonna drown.
Well,
If you go down, over the freeway, I'd go home.
If you land, yes. If you crash, I don't know about those odds.
Yeah, but what you do, it's like an elevator. You jump up and down right before it hits the water.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, right before it hits the land, you gotta jump up.
they say that about elevators, when you slam in the first floor, jump up and you won't get killed. Yeah, that's not true.
I know that, just for FYI. You gotta stop sometime, and you know what stops you? solid floor.
Well, I mean, it isn't the fall that kills you, it's a sudden stop at the end.
Rather abrupt stop, that's for sure. All right, we're at 1 hour and 59 minutes and 58 seconds. I'm at 943 current update on the golf video.
Hey, you're gonna get there within the
We're
week.
gonna hit 1,000 on that damn thing.
I'm hoping by Monday morning I hit 1,000. I really am.
Anything serious comment about the golf video? Do you have another one?
I've got 5 of them actually, and the other ones don't have hardly anything. It's the commentating.
What is different about that one?
You know, I don't
Well,
know.
you got the same sexy Filipino lady narrating all of them.
You do. I do. You're right.
So when she says that's what it is next time, just ask her, well, why aren't your other ones getting the views?
Yeah, I tried that.
Stand back while she swings the frying pan.
Yeah, I asked her that already, and didn't go well. So I'm gonna press the button for the dancing ladies.
He swings the frying pan.
Hey, Jeff,
Yes, sir.
you live in Vegas, right?
Yes. Live in what's euphemistically called rural Clark County, in between Las Vegas and Henderson.
Or Sun
Have
City?
you ever been to Houston's Chicken?
Houston, what?
Houston's chicken.
Houston's Chicken.
Houston's chicken, no.
Oh, so Houston is like a multi-billionaire exotic car rental place in Vegas, and
Okay.
he just started opening up his own Houston's Chicken place in Vegas, all over the place. I didn't know if you tried it yet.
Hot chicken, oh. Let me see if
He
the
owns-
location's here.
He owns royalty exotic car rentals in Vegas.
Hey, Las Vegas. Actually, there's one pretty close to me.
So while that's playing for the
Well,
33rd
that's
time,
under construction. There are 2 under construction. One's pretty close to me. The one that's open is way on the other side of the valley.
we'll give a quick shout out to Tony Wallow, Darren Gilholm, John Alloy, great guy. Anyone else I might have missed that joined us on the stream. When it gets through this time, I will end it.